Welcome to your Google Sheets basic assignment. This is a review of what we have learned so far. This is a Sheets Basics. We began by learning about what all of this is called. If you begin with column A, anything that is going down is considered a column. If we click over here on 1, that includes anything that's going across is a row. If we click on one box, that is considered a cell. So right now I would be in cell B3. We're going to begin by doing some of the basic formatting that we learned and beginning with typing in a name. Now, I want you to observe when I begin typing, I want you to notice that now it is in editing mode. If you see the blinker, it is also typing that word up here so that you can make edits if you choose to do so. If I click tab, it's going to take me to B1. Okay, if I click tab again, it's going to take me to C1. Now, in order to get to the next row, you have to press enter. So if I click tab, tab, and then enter, it's going to take me to A2. So you can tab to go across columns. If you can, when you return, you're going to go down the rows. Okay, so tab, tab, tab is going to take you across, and return will take you down. I'm going to press enter. Now notice when I type this in, camp is aligned to the left, but my room number is aligned to the right. Noticing that, we need to change the alignment, which we have focused on before. But before we do that, I'm going to type in a few more teachers' names. And I'm not sure if these are the correct room numbers. Let's see. Now, I just noticed something. When I type in a name, notice because I already typed in something that started with C, it automatically put in my name because that's already been typed. Now, if I want to change it, I would continue writing. But let's say that I wanted a name to repeat. I type in CA since I've already got camp in there and I have Cole now. I would have to type CA. Now because I want to keep camp, I'm going to press tab and it's going to go to the next one. My old room number, 202. Now for changing the size of the columns, in order to do that, you're going to go up here so that it turns into an arrow, and you can drag these and it will change the column width. Okay, now let's say I want to change the column width so that they're equally divided. I would click on this in the corner and then I would drag and it would change the column width of every single column. If I want to change the column width of every single row, I would then click here and drag down and it would change the column width of every single row. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to move it a different way. Click off of that. Let's say I want to change the the row width or height, of my data. Then I would just click here, change it, and then it just changes what data I have entered already. If I want to change the column width of just the data entered, I would just highlight the two columns and then I would move it. And notice it just changes the column width of the data that I've entered. Now, let's say that I want to move and add a column in. I would highlight this column and I would right click insert one to the left. Here I'm going to put subject area. Okay, this is computers. Down arrow, literacy. Down arrow, ELA. Administration, science. Okay, now I'm going to highlight this because these are my titles and I want to center align them, and I want them aligned vertically center. Okay, the subject area, the teacher name, and the room number I want to have aligned to the right. Okay, so you can choose alignment by going right here. Now I'm going to add a new title. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to go Insert Row, and it gave me a row above. Now I want to put in North Middle School for my title, and I want to merge cells A1, B1, and C1. So I highlight those three and I'm going to merge horizontally. I want to make sure that my alignment is vertically aligned and that it is bold, and I'm going to color the inside of that so that it stands out by doing fill color. And I'm going to do a blue for North Middle School. Now my titles, subject, teacher, and room number, I want to stand out, so I'm going to highlight those and I'm going to make them a size 12 font, bold, so that they stand out a little bit. Okay, now let's say that I had all of the teachers' names put in here and I want to be able to scroll through them. In order to do that, I want to freeze my first two rows. So I'm going to highlight my first two rows. I'm going to go to View, Freeze, two rows. So now when I scroll through, it'll freeze those two rows. Okay. Now let's say that I want to add another column in, but I don't want to have to copy, cut, all that good stuff. So in order to do that, I would highlight these and I would scroll over it till there's a little hand, and then I can move the entire column over. Then that frees up A for me to enter more data. Let's say I just want to move one column. I'm going to highlight those cells that I want to move, and I'm going to put them over here. And let's say I want to move the room number so that it's over here. I wait for the little hand to show up, I move it, highlight here, wait for the little hand to show up, and then I move it here. That's a review of what we've done.